Hey everybody, I'm Dan Joseph with MRCTV. Now, if you pay attention to Washington politics, you know that Harry Reid is obsessed with the Koch brothers. He talks about them all the time.
Charles and David Koch are shrewd businessmen. Of these two brothers are about as un-American as anyone that I can imagine. By these two multi-billionaires. Also defending the Koch brothers' radical philosophy is the Koch brothers are willing to do anything. Senate Republicans, Madam President, are addicted to Koch.
I'm here on Capitol Hill. I'm going to talk to some tourists and find out if they care as much about the Koch brothers as Harry Reid does, and if they even know who the Koch brothers are. Do you guys know who the Koch brothers are?
Koch brothers?
Koch brothers.
No.
Have you ever heard of the Koch brothers?
Koch brothers.
Name of what?
They're a name of brothers, the Koch brothers. Do you know who those guys are?
I think my stepsister worked for them.
Oh, okay.
They invented Coca-Cola in 1717 while digging up the cocoa beans in southern Illinois.
Have you ever heard of the Koch brothers?
Yeah, they're the one percenters.
The one percenters. That's a lot of people call them that.
We may never know how much money the Koch brothers are spending.
No.
You never heard of the Koch brothers?
No.
Yes,
Okay.
I am familiar with them in a very.
What do you
Abstract.
know about them? Based on what you know, is your view of them negative? Is it positive? Is it just neutral?
If you ask me, and no one has, but I'll give you my opinion anyway.
It is, for some reason, it's a little bit negative, and I'm not sure why.
Do you know who the Koch brothers are?
I recently heard about them in the news, yes.
Okay, how much do you hate them?
I have no opinion about hating them.
Is even one of you willing to stand up and disavow the Koch brothers' radical agenda?
I know he donated a lot of money to make a big medical center.
Will they come here and reject the Koch brothers' radical plan?
I don't think anybody's money should buy as much representation and have that much power. I don't care if your money's to the left or to the right.
Okay, so you're not big on George Soros either. Right.
You know, if I believe what I'm saying, then yeah.
Okay, give a lot of money to political candidates, but they also eat babies. I'm just kidding. They don't. No, there's this guy. But you know Harry Reid, right?
Sure, I know.
He's kind of obsessed with the Koch brothers. And he talks about them every day. I think he's built a little voodoo doll of the Koch brothers that he stabs with pins.
I've heard of Harry Reid.
Yeah, we've all heard of Harry Reid. Know him and love him. Harry Reid, who works in there, is pretty upset with them.
Yeah.
Do you think that's something that's worth his time?
Yeah, well, Harry Reid is obsessed with a lot of people.
What would we say is Kochtopia?
You know who Harry Reid is?
I did. I was looking for him in the window, actually.
Oh, you were?
Yeah.
What would you say to Harry Reid if you saw him? Hey, Harry.
Do some work.
Do some work. Stop talking about the Koch brothers. Do you think that's something that's worth his time being the Senate Majority Leader?
In my opinion, right now, there's a lot more bigger items that Congress needs to accomplish.
That is an abuse of Harry Reid's position. If you look at a lot of the things that he's said lately, focus on the job.
Like balancing the budget, putting people back to work, than a publicity stunt against the Koch brothers.
Harry Reid's, he's really busy with he's running like a jewelry business on the side.
I'm sure
I don't know how he does it.
Last 2 weekends and working late.
Focus on the task of running the government. We've got a lot of serious problems, from Obamacare to the situation going on in the Ukraine right now.
But he's not letting the government behave in the way that the government should, which is run the country.
Koch brothers should change their name to Obamacare, because then the Democrats wouldn't talk about them at all.
Or the news organizations.
Well, there you go, yeah.